Today I'm going to be looking at the film trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This film is an action film, and we can tell this when it opens up. And we can tell this because of the first shot of the trailer. We can see helicopters going off, we can see our hero right in the centre of the screen. We've got him kissing what seems to be his girlfriend or the damsel in distress, we don't know. But either way, in an action film, that is pretty basically what sort of included. And then as you see, we've got a truck smashing into police cars, your typical car chase, and it's all really stereotypically of what you would see in an action-packed film. Also, like, we have loads of different shot types included in the trailer. We can see them. Well, our first one is like an establishing shot, which is obviously the first one where we saw sort of like this one. We can sort of see that this is based in New York, as in most people when they see this, that they automatically associate tall buildings with New York and place. So we just know that this is, well, most people just presume that it would be based in New York because of the bigger buildings and everything. We also have a close-up of Peter and Gwen here. This is so that they have used this screenshot because they can show the audience that from the first shot, she wasn't just a one-off. They are quite like a serious thing, and also you can see the expressions on Peter's face, and you can sort of, where she's kind of side on, we can kind of get the idea that she's smiling because her cheeks are really large, they're pushed high up, and Peter's kind of smiling as well. So we can tell that, we can just kind of get the expressions of their faces without having so much going on in the background to take you away from it. We also, like, they have also used an over-the-shoulder shot here. Here, where Peter and Harry are like having a conversation, and we can tell that they're having a conversation because we can kind of see Harry look towards Peter as they are having this conversation. As you tell, it flicks so that you can see Peter talking and his expression on his face, and then as the one before suggested, we can see Harry and his expression on his face. Also, we have like a mid shot here where Peter throws the stone or the pebble into the lake. For this, this shot is really here so that we can see the action that he's making and that he's doing without having to have so much going on in the background. So here we can kind of see the full length of the back swing and the power that he's really kind of putting it into the throw as he's trying to get it to skip across the water. Also, there is a long shot used here in the film, in the trailer, where you can kind of see the height of the building that he has jumped off. Wait, maybe not this one. Here. Here this long shot is used so we can get an idea of the height of the building and how far down and kind of how fast he's going as well as he's going towards the ground. So this is a good indication, again, kind of where they are, because as you can see like loads of yellow taxis, and it kind of also gives away, as well as an establishing shot, it also gives away where they are. They have to use all these different types of shots so that to help the audience understand what is going on. As you can see from the close-ups and the long shots and the establishing shots that I have shown you, that you can kind of see it gives you the reactions of people who are in the film. It gives you the detail of what you might have missed, but especially in the close-ups that you might have not seen if the whole film was just set in a long shot like this. If the whole film was based like this, you wouldn't have been able to see the little details that you do in a close-up. They also do, but also like with the establishing shot, as I said, it gives you the idea of setting the scene so the audience knows where the film is based. The film has a open narrative structure to it. We can tell this because, like, in those that have seen the film, you know, but if you haven't, then we'll just say it. At the end of the end scene of the film is when Spider-Man is having a fight with Rhino. But we can tell that this isn't sort of like a sequel, and it hasn't. And the reason why it's an open narrative is because we don't see Spider-Man defeat Rhino. We don't see the fight go any further than the first sort of throw, the first punch, the first sort of rocket that's been blasted. So from there we can sort of, like this here, so here we can sort of see why it's going to be a sequel, why it's an open, because that's how the film ends, and also it's how the trailer ends. So it kind of gives away that there's going to be more to the film than what there already is. So that's all there really is to it. Thank you for listening and watching.